Extreme Animals Alive is a new exhibit at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, all about animals with unique characteristics and the advantages they afford. I could read a whole bunch more about it, but I'm just going to jump into it because our guest is not just here. She's brought little guests with her. It is Nicole Temple, the VP of Education at the Houston Museum of Natural Science.
And you've got to get on YouTube because she brought
She's
displays.
got friends.
Yes, she's got visual aids.
Yeah, as we were coming today, I was thinking, radio is such a visual medium. This will go over really well.
But we're on YouTube, so everyone can watch us at the Houston Public Media channel. Who is the little guy you have first before we get into talking about anything else?
So his name is Striker, and he is a whiptailed vinegaroon. Actually, this is Chet. I lied to you.
I wouldn't have known.
Right. Just being true to himself. He is he's not a spider, even though he looks like it, and he's not a bug, even though he looks like it. So if you can see, he's got 8 legs, and then he's got these 2 pinchers. So he's actually an arthropod. You can find them in far west Texas and in Mexico.
Lift him up a little bit.
A little bit. Dink.
That way that camera can catch him. Yeah, perfect.
And his special talent is that he can shoot acid out of his butt.
What?
So each one of the little critters that I brought today has their own special skill. And so, like I said, his is defense. So he can shoot acid. So if you were an animal and you picked him up and you put him in your mouth and he filled your mouth with acid, then you'd probably put him back down. So it may not save him specifically, but as the predator, you're going to think, ooh, I am going to think about that twice next time, and I'm probably not going to eat the next one. So his acid that he shoots out is actually acetic acid, which is a type of vinegar. And it's vinegar, but it's just stronger than what you would have in your household. So it can burn eyes, it can make your mucous membranes in your nose water, it can make you salivate and sort of get sick to your stomach.
When it says make you, are you talking about the predator or if he sprayed you handling him?
If he sprayed me handling him, I'd have the same reaction. It would hurt, but I know that he's not particularly a danger. He's a little bit feisty today. You can't tell on the camera.
Yeah, the way he's just sitting there.
We have a YouTube question. Where's he native to?
You can find him in West Texas, like if you went out to Big Bend. But you can also find him in Mexico and kind of New Mexico. They're desert creatures, basically.
I want to make sure we don't bury the lead, though, first. So tell us a little bit about the exhibit, what's going on with it, how long it's there, what people can see, and then I want to go back to more of the things you brought with you.
Okay, so the exhibit is Extreme Animals Alive. It's got 6 galleries. The galleries are divided up into basic topics. So the first one is, what is an adaptation? So animals are uniquely suited to their different environments, and they have different crazy ways that they can survive in those environments. So we sort of outlay some of those. The second section is about superpowers, and that's
like acid out of your butt.
Yeah, like acid out of your butt. And then I brought a scorpion today, so you can see how they biofluoresce.
The scorpion's not alive.
Scorpion's not alive.
Okay.
So
Can you lift it way up by the camera? Yeah, so we can all see that.
So glowing is we're calling it a superpower. There are a bunch of them in there. You may not know that your basic everyday Virginia possum actually glows kind of a hot pink under black light. The third gallery is extreme cold. Then we have extreme heat, which has got one of our little stars of the show, the fennec foxes. And then we go to extreme dark, and then we end up in living fossils.
Did you bring any foxes with you today?
I did not bring any foxes. So everybody's excited about the foxes, but they're like divas. It's a whole thing because they have to.
Oh, we know about divas on this show, so
they have to travel together. It's like they are a bonded unit, so you can't just bring one. You have to bring all of their accoutrements. It's like carrying a toddler.
So
what else
do you have a number on how many different species of what there are at this exhibit?
There are a bunch of different animals, and it gets a little bit fuzzy when you get to the touch tank that's at the end, because there's probably 50 or 60 different species. But in the galleries 1 through 5, there are probably 35 different animals.
Oh, wow. So you need to plan on maybe an hour and a half for this exhibit.
Yes. And so one other thing you need to note is that we've made sure that the animals are safe and healthy. So they have larger enclosures than they might in your home. So you need to plan on some time for hide and seek. And sometimes the animal's in plain sight, but its special talent is camouflage. So we have like one container. We have one container that's actually got 6 frogs in it, and most people can only find one.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of where are things, there's something in your hand right now, and I think he's leaving a little gifts on the table below him.
Oh, that's bark from his cage.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the giant African millipede.
It is grotesque.
That's a
I'm sorry.
centipede?
No, it's a millipede. If
A
it was a
millipede.
centipede,
Oh,
I'd be a
millipede.
little bit dicier about holding it.
It's already making me creeped out.
Okay, why? Where's that from?
So this is from Africa. We do have them in Texas. We have several species in Texas, but this one makes for a nice large presentation. I'm going to hold his little body up, and I'm going to point it towards the camera.
Yep.
So when he feels like he's in danger, he'll tuck his head into
Oh, he's
his,
scared.
Yeah, into his coil, and then he will roll up his feet. But these are all his little legs that are protecting him. Millipedes are supposed to be 1,000 legs, but secretly most millipedes only have about 250.
You only get the truth
Ooh,
here.
what a lie. What
Yeah.
a scandal.
Yeah, there's one that does have like 1,000 feet or legs, and it is weird looking. So he's a living fossil. We have a model of what they would have looked like from the Carboniferous, and they would basically have been as long as this table,
Oh, wow.
and they would have been flatter and looked more like centipedes. So it was a very large creature because there was so much more oxygen in the air. They could grow to a larger size. He also
That's
has
kind of fascinating. And also, I was very rude to say he's creepy. He's actually very pretty. He looks like a nice wood carving.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
You're
Let's
right.
get the other one and see if he'll behave, because this one's just hanging out.
Yeah, we have about a minute left, and while we're talking, are any of these little guys, any of these guys in danger of becoming extinct?
No, none of these are. We do
Good.
have a couple animals that we have taken over from
Oh, yeah.
from other people because they were confiscated or whatever, but everybody that we have is permitted and is safe.
How long is the exhibit? Till when?
And it's through at least through the end of this year.
Oh, nice.
So what do you want folks to take away from after going and visiting the exhibit? Look at those legs go. That is awesome. If you're not watching on YouTube, you are missing it.
So
Look at that.
what I would like people to take away from is that all these animals are super cool. People love animals. They love animals sometimes more than they love humans. But these
relate.
animals are very well adapted to their environment. And guess what happens when their environment changes more rapidly than they can? We are in danger of losing all these cool animals.
Shows how we need to take care of our Earth.
Wow.
There are a lot of
awesome.
exhibits going on at
Yeah.
the museum. We can't go over all of them, but go to the website. There's tons.
Before we run out of time really quickly, aren't you guys like one of the most visited museums in the country?
Yes, and the museums that are more visited than us are often free to go to, or they are government funded.
Well, always something fabulous to see there. If this is Nicole Temple, who is the Vice President of Education at the Houston Museum of Natural Science and their exhibit Extreme Animals Alive. Thank you for bringing them in.
Yeah, not a problem.
They're so cool.